Hello everyone, it's me Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. There's no face at the moment because today I'm going to be setting up my bullet journal NaNoWriMo tracker, which I am very excited about. Yes, NaNoWriMo is in less than 10 days. Is it 10 days? I don't know anymore. I've sort of lost track of all time and space at the moment. But then again, who hasn't at this point? I'm doing okay with my prep. I think there's a couple of bits left that I need to do that I keep putting off. I need to do my series Bible for Abingdon House, which yeah, I'm just putting it off. I don't know why. I don't need to. I've got the information. I just need to write it. And then I'm halfway through going through the outline for Project Theft and making sure that I've got as much detail in it that I can think of to help me write more, because that's the one I'm worried about. But anyway, onto the bullet journal. So I'm doing a two-sided prep tracker. I say prep tracker, it's not a prep tracker. I'm doing a two-sided page tracker, that's the correct words. The first one, which I'm doing at the moment, is my NaNoWriMo daily word count. I don't necessarily need a daily word count, but it would be sort of nice to see how many words on average I'm writing per day, because I have a very pedantic breakdown of how many words I need to write in order for me to write both of my projects in 30 days. Abingdon House is going to be around 60,000 words, and Project Theft is going to be around 70-ish, I guess, by the time I'm finished, or at least that is what I am aiming for. So yes, I have very specific word counts. It's basically just the box. I've got one side which is going to be the date. The second side is obviously going to be the word count that I have done that day. And it's very simple, very basic, minimalistic, I guess you could call it, tracker. I'm not going all out. I don't have the time. And the more minimalistic it is, the less bad it will look in my head once it's done. There's less mistakes to make. So I'm just highlighting every other line with the grey mild liner, just so you know it looks a little nicer, it looks a little bit more decorated, and there's a clear definition between what the days are. It's not in the video, but I did calculate each of the weeks as we went down. I think I went from the 1st to the 8th, which is the Sunday to the next Sunday, as 1 week, and then to the 2 Sundays after for week 2 and week 3, and then till the Monday, which is 30th, for week 4. So I'm going to add my weekly totals there as well. Again, it's sort of a little bit pointless because I am also tracking for Millwordy, and all of these daily word counts are going to be in my Millwordy bullet journal tracker as it is. But I guess with the Millwordy, I might also be working on a couple of other projects during the day as well. Maybe some journaling, so we'll stick it in two places. So I'm going to focus on this tracker mostly, so that's the one we need. Obviously, my minimum goal for NaNoWriMo is 100,000 words, which is 3,337 words per day, so it's not terrible and it's not too bad. Although, to be fair, I am trying to write 60,000 words in 10 days, so that's 6,000 words per day, but we're not going to get into that. I've basically broken down everything in regards to my NaNoWriMo project and the word counts in an earlier video. I'll link that up in the description. So the next side that I'm going to be doing is my word count tracker. I did the mild liner first and then wrote the words over the top, because if I did it the other way around, the word would smear and then it wouldn't look nice if I did the mild line over the top of the pen. So the other way around, it works perfectly fine. This is going to be my little colour in chart. I have colour in charts for absolutely everything I do regarding tracking in my bullet journal, and I've been actually very good at filling these in. Usually I'm terrible at filling them in, and I'll start off really well, and then I'll just sort of forget to check where I am and my progress and colour in the different boxes that I need, and then it's just half done, and then I feel bad enough that I don't really use my bullet journal as I want to anyway. But I'm a mum of four who's stuck at home and with nothing to do. So I don't really have much use of a proper bullet journal. It's not going to stop me from attempting to use it though. So what I'm doing here is I'm literally just making some boxes. Each of these boxes is going to have a different word count in them, and once I reach that word count I will colour in the box to have my progress on display in nice colour, and give the trackers a little bit of colour because they are very lacking in a lot of colour, which isn't my style at all. Usually I have quite a lot of colour because I like writing in colour. I like doing the washi tape and making things look pretty, but I think nice and simple, just the black and the grey with the little tiny bits of colour here and there is all I need for this bullet journal. The length of time it took me to try and get a decent angle with my really bad phone tripod. It's not even a tripod, it's like two thin bits of wire stuck together with a phone holder at the top, which stands fine on its own, but the second you stick an iPhone in it, or any phone on it to be fair, it topples over. So it took me like 20 minutes to try and find the right angle to make sure that there weren't too many shadows, that everything was in frame, that the stand wouldn't fall over. I have no proper place to do things like this, otherwise I'd do them more often because I enjoy filming and sharing how I do all of my monthly and weekly things. I'm gonna have to try and see what I can do in the future about getting it done. But for now, this is the best I've got, and it turned out okay, I think. I hope. Let me know. So now I'm just inputting all of the word counts that I'm going to track. I've decided to track my first 1,000 and then every 5,000 words after that. So 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, etc, etc. We have enough space to go up to 100,000, and then I had a few extra squares. So in the slim chance that I will write more than 100,000 words, we are going to have 110,000, 120,000 and 130,000, because 60 and 70 will be as much 130,000 words, which I suppose it's my far off, if I have the motivation to, goal, which will also very much help with more wordy as well. It means I can take breaks in November. Now all I'm doing is I am highlighting every 10,000 words, because every 10,000 words I'm going to be giving myself a reward for writing 10,000 words, and that's just going to be my little celebration there. I haven't decided what my rewards are going to be. Maybe Costa Coffee, maybe some new washi tape, some new pens and things like that, which is going to be fun. It's where I get my new stuff. You probably noticed the pencil marks I had before I started. It's best to have them when you're recording so you know what you're doing, so you don't make mistakes. So I'm just rubbing those out. It was really difficult to rub them out over the grey pen there. It was really horrible. I managed to do it in the end, thankfully. And so there we have it. My tracker for NaNoWriMo. My daily word count goals and my overall monthly tracker. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm missing a little bit of colour, but that's personal, but overall I think it looks really, really good. It's my face! So as it turns out, trying to talk for 8 minutes uninterrupted without making mistakes as a voiceover is a rather difficult thing to do. So that was my bullet journal tracker that I am using for NaNoWriMo. Of course, I'm going to be updating everything on the NaNoWriMo website itself, but I like having a physical tracker. It's fun. This is the absolute finished product. As you can see, I've sort of sectioned off so I can add what I've done during the weeks in the actual daily word count tracker as well, and then my goal at the bottom, which is 100,000 words. So I'm very, very excited for this NaNoWriMo, and hopefully I'll be able to get all of the work that I want to get done. We shall see how it goes. Let's be nano friends. The user profile for my NaNoWriMo is in my description box. I would love to have you as a buddy. I love seeing everybody's progress. Let me know down in the comments below, how are you tracking for NaNoWriMo this year? Do you use a bullet journal? And have you got a word count goal that is not 50,000 words? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Good thoughts and happy writing.